is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Commanders. No more distractions. It's time to get this one started, as here we go. Super Bowl 61 is underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they could be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Right back to him on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Play action. It's Fields. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing on third down, Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On the counter, Gibson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. The kick by Bass is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steer the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Hands it off out of the gun, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. From the gun, and the ball is knocked out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to.
And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. One play action. Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here's Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They snap it to Fields. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers 1st down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the 1st.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the 1st down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. To throw is Fields. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Two-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Off play action. It's Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 60 yards. And the Commanders continue to look good here in the 1st half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Fields now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, it's Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Slot man moves right. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Second down, Howell back to pass. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Commanders are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields out left and complete to Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. He's going to air one out. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Fields. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go on fourth down. Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action with Howell. Flushed out right. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Howell Boovenile throwing on third down here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Fourth down, Howell. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Straight ahead, Gibson. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. One last shot before the break. Howell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Commanders are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A final shot before the break. Fields. Open man. That's the tight end, Freiermuth. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on, so plenty can still happen.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A give up the middle to Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 44, Powell. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Spencer. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on fourth. And once more, Howell back to the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
To throw once more on second and 10. Powell. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Powell out of the shotgun. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Commanders extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Now Fields. He gets this to Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Fields. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields got his man. It's Thornton. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Fields eluding the pressure right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And in for the Steelers' touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Steelers are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Faking the handoff, Howell. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Howell from the gun. And that is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go. Third quarter of
of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. From the 50, here's Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The intended receiver there, Allen, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
On 2nd and 10, Powell buying time to his left. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
And Howe will throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Spencer. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. With a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Commanders just continue to roll. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again is Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 4th down, Fields. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown. Pat Fryermuth. 50 yards. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 61. The culmination of the season. And the crowd. Washington on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Howell. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession